Hey guys, Jay or JX here, back with another video, and today I'm actually finally going to be telling another story time. And personally, right about now, I'm gonna actually try to upload a little bit more frequently from now on forward. And without further ado, let's get straight into this video. So this story, if you haven't read the title, is another part to my infamous kinda, well, not really. It's his own story saga series, whatever you want to call it. But it's part, I call it a part of the I Screwed Up series, which is one of my first ones. And this one is sort of different than the others. I screwed up again, but it's not really me doing all this stuff. So, yeah, let's start. So this story takes place like a really long time ago, well, like a while ago now, I guess you could say. And I had this friend who is with this person. Let's call my friend Kyle. And me and Kyle were really good friends. And other than just playing games all the time, I knew Kyle off another friend. Basically, is the only way that I actually knew him. I knew him off gaming. So Kyle, this guy, wanted to start his own YouTube channel, which, if you don't know, I don't know if, well, like, I don't know if he did. You might know if he did. Probably not, but, like, I don't know if he ever started his own channel, but he wanted to really badly back then. And, I don't know. So he wanted to start his own channel, and he asked me if I wanted to, start the channel with him so we could do it together. But, like, at the time, I was already on 4 different YouTube channels, and, that would take a lot of stuff because I have a YouTube channel that this one JX. Then I had a storytime animation kind of channel with a friend, and I had a big channel that I'll probably talk about later on that incorporated a lot of people that I used to play games with. And yeah, we used to talk about that channel a lot. So if you were like a veteran of this channel, you might know what that channel was. And there was another channel with a friend which it didn't go well. Trust me, friends with money, it's good for a while, but then once you can't figure out to pay each other, it goes downhill. So basically, I was kind of like fully booked. It was summer, and like I had 4 YouTube channels, and that took like a lot of time. So I had my own channel still, and I had to help out with voices for the drawing animation channel that I just mentioned. So I had a lot to cut out for me. And basically, I declined Kyle, and this man flipped his shit, basically. He went crazy for no fucking reason other than just because he wanted to. And he started saying stuff like, oh, you only care about those other people. I'm not. Stuff like that, Like stupid things. And, like, I just sat there wondering, what did I do? Like, God. And then I just had some pretty good luck because we were on a group chat on Discord. Kyle's girlfriend joined and heard this and proceeded to defend me, which I personally was very thankful for. But it was only a few days later when I'm just playing games, and then Kyle wants to call me. So, because I'm a friend, I pick up and, I just wanted to talk. And this is kind of how that conversation went. So I picked up. I was like, "Yo, what's up, Kyle?" He cut me off basically, and then said, "So you're taking my girlfriend, huh?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, I don't know. I'm not." And he's like, "You think you're funny and stuff like that, right?" To which I am actually 100% clueless. I don't know what the hell he's saying, right? I'm just like, and I actually said, "Bro, I don't know what you're talking about, right?" Because I don't know what he's talking about, so I'm not gonna go be like, "Yeah, I bet." Like, no. And then he's like, "Yes, you do." And then he was just like, "Fuck off," right? And then like he hung up, and I basically fucked something up that I don't even know what I did. So I have no clue what happened. His girlfriend hadn't talked to me since that day, and she hadn't been on Discord since that day that he was kind of being an asshole to me, and she defended me. So like I don't know what happened there. Anyways, so I had no clue what was happening, and I am not one to just sit there and take a bunch of bullshit for no reason. I am someone who will actually go do something. So this was kind of my situation that I had basically done something to upset this guy, and he was kind of taking out his aggression, probably built up, on me. And originally, I was gonna kind of make this into a two-parter video, but I'm not that terrible of a person, so we're combining these two. If you've seen the snapshot of that earlier on my Instagram, I'm gonna go plug that really quickly. Um, yeah, go follow it, and I usually post video updates, mostly memes. So I'm probably gonna get another Instagram for my YouTube channel. So yeah. So back to the Kyle problem. So yeah, I just wanted to say like, so where we left off was basically before like this. So Kyle was basically accusing me of trying to fucking steal his girlfriend, which is not fucking cool. And I hadn't talked to her in days, and she hadn't been online in days. And this man was trying to fucking start shit, and I am about that. So I decided to clear my own name and do my own investigator work, and I started with his girlfriend, who hadn't been online in 2 days, and wasn't even aware when I told her. She had no clue, and it meant that it had to be someone else in our friend group. So this wasn't looking that good. So we started to ask around, and nobody would confess, which was probably obvious. Who was actually going to confess to something that they did? Like, no, nobody would do that. So I came up with a plan that maybe, like, someday it would. It wasn't even a plan, bro. Like, I just basically thought that maybe one day soon, right, that somebody would say something that they weren't supposed to say and then slip up and say something that they didn't know. So whenever we were talking to people, asking people around beforehand, when we were asking if they knew what happened, we were kind of doing it cryptically because I already had this plan in the back of my mind. That basically we're gonna ask around, but then not make it obvious as to what we're asking for. So we basically asked, "Hey, do you know what happened with Kyle and his girlfriend and me?" Right? Because I wanted to figure out, right? And then that's what she asked. So what happened between me and Kyle, right? So basically, that's what happened there, and like basically we weren't giving many clues on details on like what was actually happening. So like if anybody did say, oh yeah, they were just like, if anybody said anything later on, then we could catch them. So basically that was my plan, my master plan. And not to mention that time was something that plan involved, which if you remember, for YouTube channels, not really time sensitive, like they have a lot cut out already. So that was that. So basically, Kyle's girlfriend was basically the eyes, well, mostly the ears, because it's Discord. But like, yeah. So basically, that was the big plan. And well, you see, so we just kept on playing games whenever we could. Whenever I could, I would play games with them, so I could try to find out. And then whenever she could, she would play games and try to figure out if they would ever slip up and say anything. And when we went asking around, like the only problem that I actually found, like that could be a problem, like a big problem, is that because we were always calling people in the group chat, right? We were just ringing them, and it would be kind of suspicious if Kyle just saw us talking and be like, "Oh my god, they actually are." And you know, Kyle disappeared for a while, and Kyle's girlfriend went and call with one of our friends, found something out that was pretty big, and let's cut back over to Kyle because Kyle's story is still part of this technically. So basically, Kyle was pissed, very pissed. We've talked a bit after this, but like he was pretty pissed off that this was happening, and because he actually did see us in call for a while talking to people, so he assumed that we were actually dating. Which, if anybody knows me, never had a girlfriend in my life, so that's wrong. Anyways, so every single time that we try to call Kyle, right, to try to sort this stuff out with him, he would never pick up. And the reason why was not because Kyle was on Do Not Disturb or anything like that. No, Kyle was logged out. He deleted Discord for a while. So, that was big. And, you know, that's not that good, because, if he deleted Discord now, right, if we needed him for anything, then he would have been not there. So, we didn't know what he was doing for a while. And oh boy, when we found out, it was not the best thing. So, basically, Kyle was doing his own thing in real life. And you know what? That's good for him. Like, he took a break for a while because he wanted to cool himself off. And, like, when he did get Discord back, he did see us on there talking with each other. And he probably thought in the group chat that everybody was kind of, like, trying to, like, supporting us instead of supporting them and thinking that like whatever story we told them was true. So I could understand why Kyle kind of got mad after this, but what he did was less than understandable, which I'm going to cut this into two parts. This video was originally going to be two parts, so might as well. So I'm sorry to cut this story short. Part 2 will be out very soon, probably like at least 30 seconds after this one. But until then, I've been JX, and I'm signing out. Peace.